What inspires change? What motivates us? It's what's inside that moves us. What moves you? Get the Scion story at scion.com.
Guam Memorial Hospital owes roughly $6 million to Perry Point, a large government distributor of medical supplies and pharmaceuticals. As a result, last month, in the middle of July, the U.S. Treasury Department cut off the hospital's entire monthly Medicare payment of roughly $1 million. Alan Ulrich is the hospital's chief financial officer.
Too, and they finally put us to collections.
In July?
And middle of July, the last payment that we received was around the 12th of July. And we normally receive an average of about $1 million a month from Medicare. And so if we only receive $70,000 in July, all of a sudden, not receiving that money from Medicare put a big hit on cash flow that we normally receive.
U.S. Department of Treasury is garnishing $1 million in Medicare payments to GMH every month?
They are garnishing all of the payments, but from Medicare, but on a historical basis, that equals $1 million a month, based on what we have collected from October through June.
How badly is that hurting GMH now?
Well, that was hurting us very much.
GMH, as everyone knows, has been in a sorry financial state for years. Recently, the hospital's average expenses have been over $8 million a month. Collections and reimbursements have averaged only $6.5 million a month. But now that the hospital has lost its Medicare reimbursement, income has dropped to just $5.5 million a month.
Our average expenses are over $8 million a month. And so even if I have cash flow of $6.5 million, which we've already had a shortfall, and now to be getting $5.5 million versus my expenditures of $8 million, I'm in red ink. And that's the issue.
On top of the loss of its Medicare funds, Ulrich says that Medicaid and MIP payments are slowing as well as the end of the fiscal year approaches.
They are at the end of their fiscal year, which ends September 30th, as we do also. And their remittances to us are being affected by their availability of funds. So it's not only Medicare, but Medicaid and MIP funding or remittances to the hospital are going down too.
The recent measure signed into law by the governor expanding the hospital's bond borrowing authority will pay some vendor debt, but not until the end of September at the earliest, says Ulrich. And then the gaming machine tax law. GMH hasn't gotten any money from that controversial measure yet. And when it does, it won't be enough to make up for the loss of $1 million monthly from Medicare.
That's going to be maybe $160,000 a month. So, I mean, we are grateful for the funding that is coming through this bill.
But not enough.
Not enough. It's a perfect storm in the sense that at this juncture, with Medicare, Medicaid, and MIP finances dwindled, if you will, that it's putting us into more of a crisis than we would have had previously.
Kevin Kerrigan, PNC News.